Challenges are how you challenge us to do stuff. There's always a ton of challenges at the back end. I'm going to clear those out in a second here. These are guidelines I would like you to follow because it makes it easier for us to do our jobs. First up, you do not have to tell us how much money you're going to donate. We got you. We know you're here and you want to see some stuff, and I bet you've got some money. I don't even care what shift you give it on. I don't care even if you give us money in the first place. It's nice to have that. It's going all to the Child's Play charity after all. But I don't care if it's worth $5 or $500 for you. Practically, it's all good. It's all going to be in the wash. Enter the giveaways. Instead, what I want you to do, that first line is very important. I need you to be clear. Please don't write "Hey Beige" and hit enter. All I'll see is "Hey Beige." Hey Beige. I'll scroll past that to see what other people are asking me to do because I'm trying to get things done pretty fast. I might go back and read your thing, but it might not be right away.
And now please do not submit that as a challenge despite how hilarious that would be.
It has already happened twice, so already taken care of that. Instead you should write things like, here's this video, or everyone watch this video, or somebody watch this video. Hey, Paul, watch this video and react to a man and a cat playing in the snow. Then you hit enter, then you give us the link to the YouTube. That kind of thing. Don't just say, hey, Paul, react to this video, and then give a link, or like, describe what the video's about in like another, paragraph or whatever. We don't need that. We just need you to be concise. You're writing topic sentences. You're writing just the thesis of your whole argument for us to actually engage with your challenge. If there's a script, or there's lyrics, or there's other written stuff, you can do it as a Google Doc, but that generally means you have to also make sure we can view it by doing sharing and stuff. So instead, just put it in Pastebin. Give us a Pastebin link if we need to read things. We haven't been doing a lot of reading challenges, but if you want us to read a script or act something out, that's a place to go do that. If you have like links or YouTube videos, other videos other places, other external things, we need that link. Don't just be like, you should go watch this, you should go watch Peepo. And it's like, that doesn't help us because we don't know what that is or where it is. You should provide a link to what it is and tell us what it is. We have to vet all this stuff, so we're asking that you vet it first. Please vet all those things so that we know that they're PG, so that we don't, and we've already watched Peepo. Vet that stuff first so that you know it's PG, that there's no curse words, there's not like a bunch of violence, it's not like a live leak video or something where someone's going to get horribly injured. We don't want any of those videos. We do have to vet them too, but it saves us time if we know that you're doing it. And that's it for what I would tell you to do on the shift.
For those of you who are concerned, it is true that Cori possibly could have died at some point. But luckily, the rigor mortis effects are working on her finger such that she is still driving the bus without any problems. So we'll just leave her like that.
In those death throes of twitching the thing to the left.
Yeah, it just happened to work out. So.
No, I think I got this. We can solve this problem here. Yeah, thank you. Perfect. Problem solved.
So snuggly.
I want to try to
Oh yeah, do you wanna
really spread it out?
Ooh, okay, yeah. Well, this is folded in half. It's
Oh, is it?
Oh,
This is a very large piece of fabric.
oh no, or is it two separate pieces?
No,
it's one long
really
piece.
long piece.
Oh,
So
okay.
just spread a really long tongue out on
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah, I mean you can keep going, and I'll just adjust this end onto Cori.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's take Alex. If you want to grab this one. So we have the short end here. There we go.
Let's get that on camera at least.
Just make sure she's nice and tucked in. Hang on, we don't want to. There we go.
I feel like all I'm doing is making a tripping hazard.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There. All right. Now
Yeah.
somebody art her into the God Emperor.
I don't know why y'all had this really big blanket in this specific color, but it was the only blanket I could find, so I hope that's all right.
That should be fine. Yeah.
It's a little thin, but
I believe Kate Watt brought that in 10 years ago on Desert Bus at some point. Was like, hey, I got this giant piece of green screen fabric. You could probably do something stupid with that.
Oh, did you ever wind up doing anything stupid with it?
Oh yes.
Oh, good.
Oh yes.
What a relief.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just to do with how fabric is sold, it's you have a certain length, you have a certain like width, and then it's as long as you want. But,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I believe that fabric has gotten a lot of good use. For green screen shenanigans at previous desert buses. There's probably some sort of compilation of things that VST could pull up. Is that all the info there, sir? Or Beige?
Yep. Still on
Sir
Dog Guard?
Beige.
Now I believe
Of House Merch.
Steve Beach.
I believe we have had the confirmation
Yes.
that we'll be having not one but two guests in or two guests in today.
It's going to be a busy Zeta.
Busy Zeta.
Yep. Zeta guess.
That's very peculiar. Who is our first guest, Paul?
Our first guest will be phoning in,
Okay.
and for them it will be a rather reasonable time to be phoning in
Good.
because they're going to be phoning in from jolly old England, and it is going to be the Longest Johns.
Hey, nice.
Are going to be calling in at 2:30. So in about 2 hours from now.
Oh.
So that will be super awesome. They're going to be calling in, probably going to sing us some songs.
Mm-hmm.
I would guess.
Yeah. We shouldn't pimp it like that, right? It's like, well, that's like, oh, they're gonna sing us a song. It's like we were hoping to have like a sedate discussion.
We were hoping we could build some Lego.
Yeah.
We got the manual and everything.
I would totally support that actually, but yeah. But yeah, looking forward to seeing them. I'd love to have the concert because I think they've been on previously as a call.
So they have been on previously. They were on came on Dawn Guard 2 years ago.
Right.
Or at least maybe even 3 years ago, the first year that we were remote.
Right.
But unfortunately, I felt really bad about it because we were having a lot of technical issues on Dawn Guard in that year. Because for various Dawn Guard
It was our
actually
first year doing it. Yeah.
and it was being like routed through Germany because MAP was running it, right?
Right.
And there was various things that happened. Anyway, so the actual broadcast of the call-in had some real quality issues. Luckily, they actually locally recorded their broadcast to us, and we gave that to that to us, and we passed that on to the VST, and we put that up on YouTube. So there is a good quality version of that call-in because it was really great.
That's
But
awesome.
unfortunately, the actual thing that we broadcast was less than what I would call ideal.
So if you want to relive what it was like or what it should have been like, you can go to YouTube and find it. And yeah, that sounds fantastic.
But I'm sure all of those technical issues are not going to be a thing this time.
So I'm looking forward to this
I'm
call.
sure it'll be great. Yeah. And then later on in the evening or morning,
Yes.
whatever you want to call it, at 5 o'clock,
I believe it's 5, yeah.
our good friend Jared from Jagasilk is going to be here doing. If you've seen a previous desert buses, Jared has come by for the last
Since like Desert Bus 10?
yeah, and of course when he was able to.
Yeah.
And he's going to come and make us some wonderful matcha green tea in the like proper way.
And he always has very interesting equipment that he brings with him.
Yeah, and has so much knowledge of tea and all of the and Jagasilk has sponsored a whole bunch of tea for Desert Bus, by the way.
Yeah.
And I love the packages because it's not just like green tea or whatever.
Yeah.
It is this type of tea, but it's also this type of tea harvested on this date from this particular,
Yeah, it's not just single
manufacturer.
origin. It's single harvest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a place in town called David's Tea, but David isn't the guy who actually grows all the tea for that company. In this case, though, this is, Jared has actually gone down, he goes down to these tea, to the tea farms, and talks to the growers, and really builds up a whole relationship with them, and, has absolutely wonderful teas, and he's going to bring some and make us some matcha to keep us awake.
Yeah, for at least that last hour. And then I imagine then the people on Dawnguard will get a crack at it as well. They'll get to have some prior to the coffee poem. Hi, Ian.
Hello, Beach.
Are you here for a little while too?
I am here for a spell, yes.
All right, cool. Yeah. Nice to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
All right.
I'm happy we can be here.
Okay, well, so last time I tried to get you to do the building or the reading. If you are interested in doing that tonight, we'll try to bump that ahead tonight because we are busy, obviously.
Yeah.
So we have to get a session in before the Longest Johns get here. So maybe we'll do that maybe at about 12:40 or so, so about like maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Would that be something you'd want to participate in?
You know what? I can do that for 20 minutes. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Cool. Think about whether you want to build or whether you want to read. You don't have to tell me. Just think about what you want to do.
I'll think about it.
It's like building Gunpla, except way more confusing because you can't see what's going on.
Well, we did just do some Gunpla, actually.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And we considered doing it in the style of Zeta, which is to say one reader, one builder.
Yeah.
And thought, no, we wanted to do this in one shift. And so,
yeah.
And then the stickers came out, and I hated everything.
Oh, no.
Were they water slides?
No, they were stickers.
Oh.
Sticky
Stickers. And it's that thing behind you. And you'll note that it has a lot of gold filigree around edges. So you got to get the edge of that sticker around the rim and just kind of fold it over.
I love the way you said that thing behind you.
It would probably just be easier to get like a thin tip paintbrush and just paint it on.
Well, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
In the end, but we wanted to get it done in one night, so you got to use the stickers.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a relay. I went first.
Oh.
We had Graham do some build, and we had Andrew do some as well, I think, and then Matt finished it all off.
What a clever
Jordan
idea.
as well. Don't want to throw him under the bus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
That's very clever. I like that.
The other thing that we should do a quick whip round and introduce everybody.
Yes, absolutely. I am Brendan Beej Deary, and I'm sitting in the co-pilot's chair for now. And then next to me is...
I am Paul, and I am the entertainer here, I guess, for doing our roles.
Yeah.
Pronouns are he, him.
We're doing all our titles and whatnots here.
All right.
So I got a list now.
We could give her titles.
Well, you have a list.
Yeah, I decided I had to start keeping track of them ever since we got one last year from a thank you in the chat. Okay, so it's your boy Ian, warrior of light, lord of the night, head of the Weeb clan, musical anti-pope, king of the bus stops, and prime knight of the round sign. If you like to refer to me in the third person, you can use he, him, or they.
Cori, she, her.
I love that Cori's incredulity at that is what woke her up.
Let's cut to engineering real fast.
Hey!
And there's our engineers. Who are we talking to?
I'm Andre, he, him. I'm Sean, he, him.
Yeah, and welcome back to Sean. We were without our audio engineer for a couple days. Sean was feeling under the weather, but he's back on top, back in charge.
And I also want to say hi to one of our remote this year on the tech team, on the web tech side, Mike Buland. Hi, Mike.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. And is Pete back there?
I'm back here.
And we have our social media folks. We got.
I don't know, do we have a camera back in social media? Should we even put a camera back?
Oh,
There
yeah.
they all are.
Make yourselves known.
We're extant.
If you want to introduce yourselves, feel free.
I'm still Julie, and my pronouns are still she, her.
I'm Max. I use they, them pronouns. I'm mostly just here lurking and being moral support.
Peach is still here. He, him.
I'm Colin, they, them. I'm here for the night.
Are you really?
Yeah!
That's exciting. Good to have Colin here. Are we expecting another photo drop, do you figure, Colin, or we got some time on that still?
Still got some time.
Okay, all right.
Let him cook.
Yeah, you bet. You know what I'm going to do then is I'm going to set up our first. Giveaway that is not obviously the art challenge that's running the Bricksplosion movie poster. We'll tell you a little bit more about that again later on in the run, but I think we kind of caught all you at the top with that. So we're going to start. The first giveaway we're going to do, that is one you can enter with some cash, is the Tetris box art cross stitch. And you've probably seen this on the website. It's a really nice. Bum, 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 bum. We'll get that up. We'll get that up for how much again? 12:30 to 1:30, and we want it to. Where did the dice go?
Everywhere.
Oh no! All right, I got him. Okay, here's some.
Yeah. Okay, what do we got here?
All right.
Two.
We got a 2, a 4, and a 4.
There's a few more.
Oh. We got a 1, another 2, and a Pax, and a 1.
Wow, I rolled terribly. Whoa, is that the?
That's an. Yeah,
That's an 8.
That's an 8. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got an 8 in there. That's good. We've got an 8.
Okay.
So we've got like.
I mean, we can take this a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
We go like say, 822,
885.
844.
Oh, I like 844.
Tetraminos.
Wait, Tetraminos. Should it actually? Yeah, it has to be 844 because it has to be more than 4.
Yeah.
2 4s makes an 8.
That's just math.
Yeah. I love the numerology of figuring out what to do for the for the giveaway.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, what is a number that is associated with this?
All right.
Vaguely.
Yeah. It's basically as legit as actual numerology.
Yep. Wait a minute. I'm looking at that thing right now. Is that black light reactive? That is amazing.
That's really nice. I like that. This is the Tetris box art cross stitch. It is a faithful recreation in thread form of the box art from the quintessential Game Boy game, Tetris. It depicts a series of falling blocks with a desert bus twist at the bottom, which you just saw. The stitch was created using 14-count black Ida cloth and uses over 175 colors of DMC floss. That's a lot of embroidery floss.
Especially since Tetris had 4 colors?
Yes! So man, they really put a lot of work into the front cover. It measures 14 3/8 inch by 14 1/8 inch and is custom framed. The stitch took over 180 hours to complete, but you can enjoy it for many more hours than that if you make this item yours. But wait, there's more! This stitch was in fact outlined using glow-in-the-dark threads. If you place it under a black light, the design becomes a new viewing experience. Even better, after black light exposure, the threads will continue to glow in the dark for several minutes, so you can shut the lights off entirely and terrify everyone in your home. You know, like when you've been playing Tetris all night, and then you fall asleep, and all you can do is see falling blocks as you're trying to fall asleep.
Now when you wake up, you can just see the blocks again.
Yeah, exactly. You won't know whether you're awake or not.
You reminded me of my grandma.
Aww. I think my mom had that problem too. I wonder if it would happen to her with DDR.
Ooh.
I should maybe not get my mom to play DDR.
No, not
this age.
She'll need to use the hip hole.
It's true. But it's already running, folks. If you're interested in getting in on this, $8.44 is the cost of one entry. Multiples thereof will get you multiple entries, in fact. And that's running for just under an hour, so feel free to participate in this giveaway.
I love it. I love that it's square too, because it reminds me very much of the album cover of the Tetris single by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Right. Wait. By Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Oh, sorry, he used the pen, the nom de plume, Dr. Spin for that.
Okay.
But
fine.
yes, Andrew Lloyd Webber did do a Tetris single.
That's fantastic. I think also because the Game Boy boxes were largely square. Oh, but they had the thing on the side.
Yeah.
But the books I think were largely square
Absolutely
because
square.
they fit in the box. I think. God, it's been a long time since I've touched a Game Boy manual.
I did not know that about Andrew Lloyd Webber.
I didn't know until a few years back, because I had the album and looking at it, and Andrew Lloyd Webber. Okay, that tracks.
And I bet Andrew Lloyd, I bet Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber thought Dr. Spin was like such a cool name.
I really hope that he started writing a Tetris musical and just couldn't get beyond the one song.
Did he told the story one time about like flying somewhere, and they gave him crap about his dog because he has a little dog he likes to take with him everywhere, and he said it's his emotional support dog, and people were like, really? And he's like, have you seen what they did to my musical cats? And they're like, fine. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, why not?
Lord Webber, apparently.
Oh right, Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber. That's a vocal warm up.
Yeah.
Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber. Well, you know what? Let's actually, since we're talking about blocks, let's start with some bricks.
Sure.
Ian, what would you like to do this evening?
You know what? I'm going to leave you to touch the bricks with your filthy, filthy hands, and I will use my precise. Well, there we go. That's right out the.
Yeah,
that's right out the door.
That's so good.
Alrighty.
My precise mouth pot.
But
Where do I go?
so you need to go where there's a microphone,
Okay.
and I believe that microphone is. By the way, for anyone who's new to this, Boomer made this amazing sweater, and if you need an easy way to get to the Desert Bus donation page, just go ahead and scan that with your phone. You can sit back on comms
Great.
and read, or you can find a place somewhere else. We've been doing it from comms. That seems to work pretty good.
I love PTT.
Great. And you'll need the book, which is over here. In fact, I'll just bring you the book.
Thank you. Oh,
This.
Thank
This is a absolutely amazing sweater. I feel like the QR code might not scan properly over Harry's Rubenesque physique.
Why is it nighttime?
Oh, you made it! You fell asleep on Alpha Flight and then woke up here.
Yeah, turns out.
That's
Get
like time
hit
travel.
hard enough in the butt with a bucket and you...
Are you just saying that Harry's just a real ham sandwich, Paul?
I'm saying that Harry has one extremely developed ab.
We established that on Muscle Touch, yes.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Hey Ian, when's my next bus stop? I was gonna try to hit one.
What's your
Odometer.
What's your odometer reading?
Beach, can you read it for me?
706700.
Your next bus stop will be at 7. Your next bus stop will be at 70703.2.
70703.2. Thank you.
So start decelerating at 707. Yeah, take out the 0.2. 703 is what you're looking for on the last 3 digits.
703.
Yes.
Yeah.
7073.
Right, because right now it said your last three are 671. You're looking for 703, is what he said.
703.2 on the dial will be the last 4 numbers you'll need.
Wow.
703.2 on the dial.
Are they at regular intervals, or are they just you've memorized the locations of all of them?
Yeah, just try to keep an eye on when they're coming up.
Is there an algorithm to determine when they're all happening, or you just happen to know?
Yeah,
that
it's called a roadmap.
For God's sake. Fine. Yes. Okay.
I mean, there aren't so many that they have to like procedurally generate where they are.
Fun fact: the bus stops are actually at
they're not random. They are at very specific parts, and we believe they're at the spots on the road that Greyhound bus stations were on that road in the 90s.
Oh my
I was
God.
worried you were going to say something like, where hobos die.